So, hello and welcome to another episode of the Turn 5 podcast, where this week we'll be looking at the news, the 24 hours of Le Mans, and making predictions ahead of Canada. Because we're going back to Canada again. Huzzah, it's not been cancelled this year again.
It
Let's
wasn't
start
cancelled
with.
last year.
Yeah, I know.
There was
But
talks of it being cancelled.
yeah. Then again, with the forest fires,
Yeah.
it could be.
Well, Lance Stroll will set the track on fire, so
Oh, God. And Ben's most cancelable comment of 2023.
if his car fully blows up, that's not my fault.
Ben's bold prediction: Lance Stroll to die. Shall we start with Le Mans?
Yes.
And the 24 hours. And I'm gonna cover this right off the bat. Did you see the size of that trophy?
No.
Oh my
Massive.
God! Have a look at this. It's probably as bigger as some people, to be honest.
Yeah. It's about the size of Warwick Davis, I'd say.
It's about that sort of size. It was massive.
Jeez.
Like, I get it was the 100th race, but like, could they even lift that?
I think they're always quite big.
I mean, I know they're big, but like, that's a bit obscene. This is in comparison to the guy from Goodwood.
Jesus Christ.
It's massive.
It is taller than we were saying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's from like his mid thigh to
like...
above his head.
Jeez.
Warwick Davies doesn't stand a chance.
No.
Like, don't.
Warwick
Why?
Davis sees that, he thinks it's a slide.
But that is a massive trophy. Fair play.
Why?
100 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ew.
Ferrari.
Yeah, Ferrari clowned everyone. 50 years away from the game, first year back. Boom.
It was sort of on Twitter as well. The one driver did make a mistake towards the end and sort of just handed the trophy to Ferrari.
Yeah. I mean, they were still behind. They were like a minute and a half behind. So it was like, as much as that mistake just sort of sealed it.
Yeah.
But it was still Ferrari's at that point.
It was
it's not like it was. It's not like he overtook them because the guy made the mistake.
Yeah.
But do you see the tension because the car in the pits
the
didn't start twice?
Yeah,
because it happened earlier in the race as well.
25 minutes left.
Yeah, and they couldn't get the car started again. But it happened earlier in the race, and it did cost them the lead.
Yeah,
which
it cost them a minute on the first time, and it was about 30 seconds on the second. But they were all just
stood there
breaking it in the
bits. Please work.
Yeah. Imagine if that didn't
just turn on. Just turn on.
Crazy.
Absolute pain that would have been.
But yeah, I've got all of the results, I think, for the F1 drivers in Le Mans.
Oh, yeah.
So Giovinazzi won it.
Yep.
Obviously. Brendan Hartley and Buemi came second with Toyota. Sebastian Bourdais, the absolute champ, came fourth in the Cadillac. Then
nice. That Cadillac does sound good, though.
It sounds mental. You don't hear it, and then about 10 seconds, it's just all. Esteban Gutierrez finished seventh with Glekenos. I've butchered that. But yeah, Paul di Resta and Jean-Eric Vergne finished eighth with Peugeot. Jack Aiken was 10th because he crashed on the first lap because he put it on a white line and went into a barrier.
Sound.
Yeah. Kobayashi DNF'd in the second Toyota car with a electrical issue. And then in LMP2 or LMPH, Kubica finished second, and it also had Louis Delatraz in the team. He's not an F1, but he was with
He
F2.
was F2, yeah.
And then
He was
Fittipaldi finished.
He was something with Mercedes at one point, wasn't he? Or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't know.
I don't recall Delatraz being part of Mercedes, but you might be onto something that I don't know about.
Fittipaldi finished 13th with Jota. And Kvyat.
Well, Diogo Jota drives cars.
Yeah, Diogo Jota as his own team. And Danny Kvyat DNF'd with a crash overnight with Prema. I don't think it was Kvyat who crashed. It might have been. I don't know. It was overnight. I was asleep. And then, obviously, the most important one, Jensen finished 39th in the NASCAR. Technically, Garage 56, but
technically he won.
He won his own class
because
there was only one
car in the class.
Because the class he's in is a showcase and tech class.
I love the fact that they were like, "Oh yeah, just put it at the back," and then qualifying comes around, and it's like 3 seconds a lap faster than the GT cars.
Crazy.
And then it was overtaking LMP cars in the race.
That needs to be a full-on class in Le Mans. It's so good. The only thing that sort of lets it down is the pit stops on it, with the fact it takes so much longer. But then over time they can like look into that and improve it.
Yeah, just add a door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put some hinges on it, you know?
Make the brakes fucking fit faster. Because that took them 5 minutes to do, and in a GT3 car, it takes like 1 or 2 minutes, they were saying. Yeah. So that's costing them a lap instantly. But yeah, that was incredible to see.
But still, as a showcase car, pretty good effort.
Yeah. And a shout out to Jimmy Johnson as well, who had to do a stint in the rain, and it was only the 4th time he's raced in the rain.
Oh my God.
He had to do it at Le Mans.
No pressure. Like, it was absolutely insane that, like, early, it was, I think, 5 hours in, there was a massive rainstorm, but it was only on one part of the circuit. So all these drivers come hooning around on slicks, and then 0 traction. One of the Ferraris did not get the memo because he came in way too quick. Not the hypercar Ferraris, but like the GT ones. Because oh my God, that guy absolutely clouted the barrier.
It was a quality race. I watched parts of it. I've seen the start and Jack binned it.
See, because I couldn't get the broadcast because I don't have Eurosport. Sound noises.
Do you not get it on Now TV?
No. Oh. You only get the Sky channels. But I was just riding on board with the Ferraris.
Yeah.
Also, Louis Delatraz was a test and reserve driver for Haas. That's where I knew it from. Right. I knew he's had something to do with F1, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, I watched the first hour because Jack binned it, and then there was a safety car for about an hour, 20 minutes. Oh. And then I went away. I came back, and that was when the massive rainstorm happened. So it was just after that. So there was another safety car for about 4 hours. So then I've watched about 2 hours of it. All of it's been safety car. So I just kept an eye on it, and then I watched the last like 4 hours yesterday. It was very enjoyable.
It was a good race this year.
I don't think every year is going to be like it.
Well, no, not every year is going to have the good old NASCAR providing all of the entertainment on TikTok.
It was so good.
Also, one thing I did pick up, the World Endurance Championship uses a Discord server to distribute its information to the teams. How mad is that? So, as far as I'm aware, the story goes that during COVID, they used Discord during one of their online events. And Eduardo Freitas, the then race director of the World Endurance Championship, liked it so much, he decided to just use it for everything.
That's mad.
How brilliant is that? So somewhere in the depths of the internet, there is a World Endurance Championship Discord server. Never have I wanted to like just have goggles to just peer into something and just watch, see what goes on. Can you imagine if F1 bought into that as well? Maybe they already have, and we just don't know about it.
Yeah, but they had their own little special team radios, didn't they? I think.
Oh, what?
Because with the like
team
what we had on, yeah,
that lasted
didn't
long.
sound like Discord.
Yeah, true.
Oh no, they're gonna say something bad. Get it off.
But I don't know. So the race was good. I don't think has there been any actual like news from Formula One?
No, I can think of.
No.
No. There is. I'll talk about that quick. They have released the new driver ratings in F1, and Verstappen stayed the same. Alonso has gone up 3. Hamilton's gone down 2. Leclerc has gone down 3.
Oh.
Norris has gone down 1. Perez has gone up 1. Sainz has gone up 1. Russell's gone down 2. Bottas has gone down 1. Ocon's gone up 3. Gasly's gone down 1. Stroll has gone up 4. Albon has gone up 1. Tsunoda has gone up 5. Magnussen has stayed the same. And Zhou has gone up 8.
Whoa. I mean, to be fair, he is sort of on Bottas's level, really, isn't he? So
yeah, I still feel like they're doing Zhou an injustice of him being 78 rated. And Bottas is up at 87.
Yeah, I'd say Zhou
can be around the 82 mark.
That's what I was 82, 83, yeah.
They have also killed Piastri, Sargent, and De Vries. Piastri 74, Sargent 71, and De Vries is 71.
It's because they're all rookies, though, so their experience number drags their stat down.
Yeah, it's still a bit harsh, isn't it? They should be up higher.
Nah.
Yeah.
Let them suffer.
The Clares took the big L, going down from 92 to 89 for having a.
I mean, to be fair, he did have a average at best season, really, didn't he?
Well, he fought for the title for
5 races.
Season. Is that not enough?
No. Remember, you're only as good as your last race.
What happened in his last race? What was the last race? Was it...
The last race,
Spain. Spain. I was going to say Monaco. Spain.
I thought you were going to say Le Mans. I was like, he didn't do it.
No.
He's there.
I bet he wish he did do it. Where did he finish in Spain? Oh, was he like 8th?
It wasn't
great. No.
Was it 7th, 8th?
Results this season. Come on, Formula One website.
It was 11th.
Oh yeah, because he started way back, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he had to start at the back, didn't he? He started in the pit lane.
Yep.
So it was a mediocre recovery drive.
To be fair, he made up more positions than Perez.
Yeah, Perez. And he got an upgrade. Shocking.
So, but still, this week we are in Canada, which I'm not entirely like. I've heard that there are wildfires going on in Canada.
There's forest fires,
and
it's spreading smoke into like the northeastern United States. But
I swear I've seen somewhere it's in like somewhere like Norway. The smoke has spread to Norway. I think
that would be impressive.
It's all right. Some people believe it's probably a conspiracy. So
classic.
crack on. What's that about? Mazepin loses High Court case to lift British sanctions.
Huh?
So, it's because it's about Russia and Ukraine, where they invaded and all of them got sacked and all. They were saying that it was unfair. And the court's like, nah, mate, hold this.
Okay, so it's not quite at the point where it would affect the Grand Prix area, but it might just be a bit smokier than usual.
Yeah.
Especially with all of the air quality alerts going out. So obviously that will be a developing situation. But as it stands, the Grand Prix has not been cancelled. Then again, as it stood before Imola, the Grand Prix had not been cancelled. So we'll see. Obviously, we hope that everyone stays safe and everything can go ahead, but in a safe manner.
I imagine there might be a case of a bit like what happened in Imola, where obviously in Imola the emergency services were more focused on the floods than the race. So I imagine something similar could happen this race, where emergency services from wherever the circuit is located they will move to where the wildfires are. I imagine something similar could happen, and just not a priority to have a race.
Yeah, no, definitely not. People take a priority over racing. Yeah. So, but if it does go ahead, let's make some predictions, shall we? What do you want to start with, Ben? Pick one of the categories to start with. What do we want to do first?
Well, spinning the wheel on what category to land on.
Yeah. Do you want pole and podium, bold, or lap down showdown?
Do lap down first.
Lap down showdown. Okay,
Mix
Ben.
it up.
Who are you gonna pick?
Logan.
Logie Bear. Logan Sargent. There's 70 laps of this Grand Prix. When's he gonna get lapped?
Lap 32. Then he's going to be 2 laps down.
2 laps down. Oh. Nia?
Sargent. Lap 29. 2 laps down.
I'm going to go for Nick De Vries. I'm going to go for 38. 1. Nia? Bold or pole and podium?
Let's go bold. We'll go backwards this week.
Okay. Bold prediction.
Fly. Oh my.
I did not think this far ahead. Ben, you go first.
Bold prediction.
Yeah.
I have put Canada 2011 or 2019 to be mentioned during the Sky Race program.
Bro, that's a guarantee.
That is literally nah.
How is that not bold?
That's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. Even the Formula One website has launched an article of relive the longest race in Formula One history.
They've already tweeted it like 3 times.
They should mention it more.
I'm going to go for no DNFs at the Wall of Champions all weekend. So if somebody bins it in FP1, looking at you, Logan. If someone bins it at the Wall of Champion in FP1, I'm going to be very disappointed. Logan. Nia, have you got one while Ben reconsiders his life choices?
Are there usually many people who spin off in Canada?
Depends on the weather.
I'd say there's more people that hit the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go with at least 2 red flags. Not red flags, yellow flags. Yellow flags. At least 2 yellow flags.
2. I'll have to take your first answer.
No. No, it didn't get written down. So, yellow flags.
Yeah, you're lucky on my technicality there. Oh, no, I misspelled yellow. I spelled it R-E-D. Oh, no. Ben, have you got an actual bold prediction for us?
Yeah, still thinking.
Okay. Well, Chris went for Checo to crash again. His exact words were more expletive than that, but I'm going to assume that that's what he means. And if it's not what he means, then he should have been here. So that's his own fault. Also, Chris's lap down was Sergeant 36 and 1 for listeners' sake. Because I know you two have seen it, but
I will say Piastri to finish ahead of Lando again.
Okay. Pole. I'm saying Verstappen.
I'll say Verstappen.
Yeah, I'm saying Verstappen.
Cool. It's a full house of Verstappens, as both Chris and Sonia have said Verstappen.
So boring.
Podium. Ben.
Verperham.
Nia?
Verstappen, Alonso, Perez.
I'm going to go Verstappen, Alonso, Russell. Chris has gone for Verstappen, Hamilton, Alonso, and Sonia has gone for Verstappen, Russell, Alonso. So we have some disparity amongst us this week. We don't have any of the support categories with us this time because it's a flyaway race and they don't want to do it because it's too quick. That being said, they have the Ferrari Challenge.
We never spoke about that.
Yeah.
And the F1600, which I've never even heard of.
I'm pretty sure it's Formula Ford.
Yeah, like an America's version of F4.
I'm Googling. F1600 Championship. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, engine suppliers Ford, Kent, Honda Fit. Formula Ford. What a series.
Rinky dink little cars. Well, we won't bet to see any of that, will we? Because that's not going to be shown on Sky.
How dare they?
Because they prefer to show the same thing 4 times a day rather than other support categories.
I know.
They cut off I think they cut off both F2 podiums for a segment they'd shown like twice already.
Yeah, it's a joke, but that's what it is. That's consumerism, commercialism, whatever you want, capitalism, all of the above. So practice. Oh, it's all late this time, isn't it? Oh bugger, that means I'm going to be at work for the race.
What time is the race?
The race is at 7 p.m. British time. Qualifying is 9 till 10 British time. Practice 1 starts at 6:30. Practice 2 starts at 10, and practice 3 starts at 5:30 on the Saturday. So,
how was Sky Sports on Friday going to show Canada 2019, but not Canada 2011, and show Canada 2012 instead? What's that about?
Runtime, mate.
Shocking.
Not enough hours in the day.
There is IndyCar this weekend as well.
Oh, was it? I was so focused on Le Mans, I completely...
No, as in like this weekend coming, there's IndyCar as well.
Coming up, right, okay. That's all right then. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this week, doesn't it? We've got Formula One and IndyCar action. If anyone actually...
I'm almost certain the IndyCar is the exact same. Oh no, it's after the F1. They're showing it at 11:30.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when it goes on till.
Well, that's just in time for me to get home from work then.
It's either the highlights or the full race. I don't know.
Something.
It's either way. Action.
We'll find out. Thank you for listening and/or watching. We'll be back with our full race review of the Canadian Grand Prix at the same time next week. And we will see you then. Goodbye.